Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Team Mugen Duel, co-captain, main captain BlueStorm. Right behind me, you see in the shadows, it'll be pretty much Wind-up Grizzly, right down the side. With our temporary mascot right here, we call Catzilla.
This is always going to be a mascot.
Don't ask, it's just what goes on. I like to say, I put it up on our Facebook post. Happy New Year to all the Duel fans, and I want to also say thanks to all the people who subscribed and liked our videos and actually took the time to watch them. We're going to keep going and keep making some more videos. We're going to keep doing what we are. Keep doing what we do. Today, right now, we're going to end up talking about the ban list. Some things that were good, some things that are bad. Maybe some new ideas that may come along the lines of what's going on. So far, one of his ideas right now has been that Merle Males will probably be one of the dominant decks in this format.
Yeah, they didn't get hit really.
I believe vampires are going to be pretty much like a top hit right now, depending on how well they work out.
Zombies in general.
Or as he says, zombies.
Suzuki and Plague at 3. I mean,
who knows?
So,
but as I was going on the list, and I seen plenty of them. First thing that came up to my mind was that the E-Dragons.
This is probably the best list I've seen in a while.
That too. It's the best thing I ever seen. Because last format, I'm going to tell you now, it sucked. Simple as that. It sucked beyond recognition. But as I was saying though, E-Dragons are hit, which is good. Everybody been getting wrecked by that deck like I don't know how many times. So E-Dragons are gone now. So somewhat gone, but not to the full power anyway. So no more E-Dragon spam since they're limited. But as I'll go down the list right now, the first thing I'm kind of glad to see gone, and it's probably going to be a good thing, Dragon's Ravine. It was limited, and now it's banned. Main purpose why? E-Dragons.
It wasn't even limited.
I believe it was actually.
No, it wasn't because E-Dragons ran 3 of them.
Never mind. It was non-limited. My bad. But now it's banned because of the E-Dragons and how much power they can use through the.
The reason why this ban list how it is now is because of E-Dragons. They really hit a lot of stuff because of the dragons. I mean, it's kind of sad because Dragon Ravine wasn't just meant for E-Dragons. It was meant for all their decks, like the Blue Eyes
deck, of course, yeah.
Heretics, Dragoonides. I mean, it kind of sucked that they had to ban it now because of dragons, but I think some of these cards are going to come back on.
Yeah.
I don't see them staying on banned or like Super Rejuve. I mean, yeah, the only really deck was Heretics or Dragoonides.
I want to say Dragoonides probably used it once, but that was about it.
But I mean, they don't. I mean, it's just like, come on. Oh no, it's Heretics. Because the tomb.
Yeah, that's right. The tomb was the reason for that use.
But what was it? That's all I feel like.
The spell wise was the next one that came up on the ban list was Return from the Different Dimension.
Screw that card. That card was so stupid. You could throw it. It was E-Dragons didn't even break that card. It was other decks that card just needed to get off the ban list right off the bat. People said Rekindling needs to go to 1 or whatever, but Rekindling only works for fire monsters. On top of that, they have 200 defense or less. Also, they get removed from play at the end of the phase. I mean, with this Exceed era, I mean, that's no big a deal, but I mean, still, it's so restricted compared to Return to a Different Dimension. You flip that, guess what? All my E-Dragons are up. Oh, look at that, I got 4 E-Dragons. I got 5 E-Dragons. Guess what? Dragossack, Big Eye, take it. It was just kind of ridiculous what they did.
Yeah, and like I said, and depending on what kind of deck you ran, you can get fuse your monsters, synchronize your monsters, and pretty much save those monsters from going back from being removed too. Ooh, that thing got blown out of proportion on this format. Well, last format, shall I say? But I was not too much worried about it. The next card, I'm not gonna lie, self-destruct, but so help me.
I didn't even know really why that card got banned. I mean, I've seen it once, and it made me angry. It made me so angry because he trolled me so bad. But I mean, that's the first time I saw it, and then I saw him use that deck at regionals. But I mean, that was one regionals, and that's not even a popular regionals.
Well, you gotta remember there is other areas that has this. Who knows how they run it?
I don't see how that card. I mean, I understand it should have gotten banned because it's a draw and regionals and whatever's I don't know worlds and stuff. They don't want to nationals. They don't want to see that because it's kind of a bogus card. It's an automatic draw. Then if he uses it again, it's an automatic win for him.
Yep. He can take a 1 win and then come back with self-destructing and just take over the whole thing. It's like, okay, I won.
Yeah. Another card is 6 cents. I don't even know why that even was brought to this world.
That should not even came in the game.
That's like Return from a Different Dimension. It wasn't even just good for E-Dragons. I remember, who was it? One of the guys at our locals uses it for Lavels.
Yeah, Lavels was one.
Oh, there's other decks out there.
It was 2 more I seen at our locals that did that.
I seen Harpies use it.
That was it. Harpies.
And that was just the win condition for them. I mean, Harpies have so many win conditions. That's another deck that's going to be really good.
Yes. Harpies. Ooh, I didn't expect
the way they can spam rank 7s and then use Lightning Chidori if you have a boss monster out. Oh, Lightning Chidori. Bounce.
All your stuff's gone.
Yeah, so... What's else?
So our next card we'll go into would be, let's see, okay, it's going into our limit now. E-Dragons. Thank you so much, Konami. You did something smart. Because you letting us have 3 of all those dragons? Bro, no matter what, it's remove. Get this, get draw power. It's like you constantly just keep going through. They can burn their own deck and kill you like OTK right there off the bat.
I was kind of upset. I wish they would have went to 2, but if they would have went to 2, because if they were at 2, the deck was still playable. And with the new cards that came out, like the Mythic, Water, and Tree Dragon, they can be used for that. But I mean, I understand why they had to put them to 1, but it kind of sucks because I'd rather have it at 2 and use it for Fire Fist, or Fire King's title would be good with Mermails and stuff. Tempest was good with Harpies, and then also Redox was good with Gadgets. I mean, it's a shame because Gadgets really needed Redox. They don't really need it, but it was nice that they.
It was like a benefit card.
It was a very good benefit. That card was so good for that deck. I think I ran 2 of them.
Now the one thing that's throwing me off on this list, I'm gonna lie, that got limited was the Breeze Dragon. I really did not see no one really using the Breeze Dragon heavily.
It was dragons again.
But at the same time, it really wasn't.
They had to get rid of it because of Lone Fire Blossom. They brought Lone Fire Blossom back, which is another what? They brought Lone Fire back. It was just the Breeze. You just activate the Breeze, summon the Breeze, get Lone Fire, make a rank 5, or attribute it to get another plant monster. That's the reason why they had to get rid of it. That's why it's down to 1. What's going on?
Next one, it's I actually kind of like that idea what they did with this one. Magician of Fate Limited. It was banned. It's back in the game finally. It's been so long since that card came back in this format.
Well, there's not any more broken cards, spell cards anymore. There's no pot
I agree. You mean Pot of Everest is gone too?
Torrential.
No, not Torrential.
No, what's that card that bounces all your back row back to your hand?
Giant Trunade is the one you think of.
I mean, there's no more broken spells. A lot of the spells now are like, you can only activate this. You can only activate 1 per turn, or if you activate this card, you can't special summon, or if you activate this card, it has to be in the very first thing you do on the main phase. I mean, they really strict on the spells now, so it's not too bad. It's kind of nice that they brought it back, but I don't think it's going to do too much in the meta. I think the only thing that's going to really benefit is prophecy spell books, but I don't see. I mean, I've seen people already start to put them in there, but I don't see how it's gonna make. I mean, you already get cards back or spell books back to your hand so fast, or to your deck. So I don't see it's gonna be that big of a thing. But Fate's down to 1 now, so I guess so. I don't know.
Hey, who knows? Because I know for sure with the Magician of Fate, depending on like what kind of card you run in your deck, especially if someone gets rid of it, you need it right away. That card will pull a miracle and save your butt. But yeah, like you said, Prophecy, because most likely you're probably gonna get your field spell back since you can't get it through its own effect.
Yeah.
So that would probably be the big priority on that one. Okay, Divine Wind of Mist Valley, the field spell card.
Harpies.
Yeah, pretty much priority is Harpies.
But I started noticing that nobody was using it. They weren't using Divine Wind of the Mist Valley. They were using
Harpy's
Hunting Ground. I mean, why not? Harpy's Hunting Ground. Pop. Hysteric Party up. Bomb your whole back row. Hysteric Party is like a return or like a rekindling plus a heavy storm. I mean, if you have Harpy's Hunting Ground, I mean, how easy to get is? Oh, you run 3 Harpy Queens. I'll pitch Harpy Queen. You get Harpy's Hunting Ground. Put that activate Historic Party. Oh, look at that! I got 5 Harpies in my graveyard. Blow up by your back row.
It's another form of Stratos, which is All Righteous Justice. Every element's a hero on the field. You pop that mini on the back row. That's all that is.
Final Countdown.
I never found no reason why Final Countdown.
They don't want those anti-meta troll decks. They don't want the burn decks anymore. I guarantee you they don't want those anymore because it takes no skill. You just stall the entire time.
Yeah, not a lot of times you want to wait that long to do it. You actually want.
I don't want to wait 20. Yeah, I don't want to wait 20 turns because that's just dumb.
I mean, if the duel was interesting and led into 20 turns, I'm fine with it. But just stalling the whole time, trying to delay until the turn goes by, no. So okay, yeah, I can see a reason.
Sacred Sword of the Seven Stars. I wish that would have not gotten limited.
I actually was hoping for that card. I was hoping it was going to semi. I was hoping semi at the least because I only ran 2 of those cards for a deck.
I mean, look what happened. Look. Why is it on the ban list limited?
E-Dragons.
I mean, I think that card will come back to 2. I mean,
there's
still good cards. There's still other cards that, but I mean, a lot of the cards now they're pushing towards synchros. They're pushing high. Like a lot of these newer cards are gonna be like rank 4, like Girgias and synchros and other stuff is like. So I mean, it's not gonna be too good in this meta. I mean, there's not too many cards, but Spellbook of Fate. I didn't really care for that. I mean, now they can't. The reason why they did that is so that way people can't go Fate.
Oh yeah, that's right. Some people used to do that a lot. But
now you got 1 Fate. I mean, it's recyclable. I don't think it's gonna hurt their. I mean, it hurts their deck, but I don't think it's gonna hurt them decks. It's gonna stop them being able to use Fate on the same turn or whatever.
But they'll get it back into the deck anyway due to the
field spell, or they have. If it's banned, they use Eternity.
Exactly, they'll still come around other places. Now it goes to the semi-limit. We start off with Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, I don't see no problem with that one. Chaos Sorcerer wasn't
trying to push Chaos decks with Light Swarm support. So
I mean, Light and Dark. Or
I'd rather see Chaos Sorcerer than freaking BLS.
I wouldn't argue that way.
Bonfire Blossom.
Now some plant decks are going to go and come back already.
I already knew they were going to come back with stuff when that Astral Pack came out with all those holographic fertilizers and
Miracle Fertilizer and something else.
There was like a
Wall of Thorns or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And there was a bunch of other stuff that was like a lot of good support that got more rarity. So
now I have to ask, why did they take off the semi-list the Archlord Christia? Why?
Because I don't see it being played. Most people don't even run 3. Most people run 1 to 2.
I don't know. I feel like some reason that card is going to be issues. And I think, what was that name of that day?
You got to think about when that card got hit, though. I mean, when it got hit, there wasn't. That card was an awesome card. You got to think now there's so much more support and all that. There's other cards that they want to throw in that deck. So they're not going to take out something that would be beneficial to get that so they can go, oh yeah, I got 3 Archlord Christias on the field. Or I just have... I mean, 2 is fine. I think 2 is fine. I don't know why. Semi-limit, if they no longer on the list, that's fine with me. I don't really care.
Mizuki is the next card.
Mizuki and Plague Spitter Zombie. Those 2 cards, I mean... I was kind of surprised when they put Mizuki and Plague Spitter down as semi-limited, and then they unlimited.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Well, that's one reason zombie decks are definitely going to come in big time.
Yeah, run 3 Mizuki.
These 3.
One
or 2 Plague Spitters at least, I say. I want to run 3. Just
unless you go into like heavy synchro zombies.
Yeah, then you'll be good for that. TG Striker. Now that
TG Striker stun deck.
But
I mean, I don't even see TG stun being huge anymore.
I've been hearing people wanting to go for it.
But I mean, I don't think it's going to affect anything.
Not that. The stun deck, I played with it before, is not all that is cracked up to be honest. You can do so much, but after a while, if you don't have the cards that you need right off that bat, you're done. It's not that good of a deck until you come up with a new style for it.
But I mean, they didn't even need his ban TG Striker. It was some other card. I forgot what it was though.
I know which one you're talking about. I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
Because I mean, TG Striker didn't break the deck. It was some other card that broke the deck. But Next was
Tour Guide from the Underworld.
Which I was kind of surprised, but it didn't surprise me too much. I mean, that was like the biggest thing that I saw. I was like, what? Tour Guide's back to 3? But I mean, there's no Sengen anymore. But I mean, Archfiends. A lot of people don't recognize these Archfiends. One of our buddies, he uses 3 Tour Guides and 3 Hairs. You use Tour Guide, you get Harris. You overlay for Zenmains. When Harris gets sent, when it gets detached from Zenmains, it still gets its effect.
Yep.
So you basically have 5 other targets. If you get a Tour Guide, you get 5 other targets. It's crazy. I mean, that's what's cool about it. I know. But I mean, I don't see anywhere else. Like, I can understand wind-ups, but wind-ups aren't doing anything because they didn't bring back Mighty to 1. I thought they'd bring that back on.
I don't think they're going to bring it. They might bring it in the next format. I don't think
I mean, it's not even doing anything. I mean, why don't they bring that and ban Hunter? Ban Hunter because if you ban Hunter, they can't do the hand loop, the loop with the
yeah, that's right. That's right. Hunter was the main reason for the loop they used to do back then. That's right.
Yeah, once they got hit to 1 or whatever, that's what I used Hunter. I never even thought about that. I never even bothered trying to do that. I'd rather span the field, but Constellar
M7. I really wish they would have left that car limited.
Well, I didn't even see why it needed to be limited. You don't run more than 1 M7 in your deck.
Actually, some people actually run 2 now. It's actually due to the fact that its effect allows you to pop a card on the field and return it.
But they run 3 Pleiades.
Yeah, they still run.
But I mean, M7 can go for anything, though.
Exactly.
Well, look, M7 you need a Lightsworn monster.
Yeah. You just overlay route for top of 1. You just exit something and then bam, you got 1 and they got that material right with it. So it's
but I mean, it's not gonna make. I don't think it's gonna be too big of a thing because Cyber Dragon stuff and like Geargia, it's all gonna be about Chimera Type Fortress Dragon. I mean, people are gonna start citing in what is it? Cyber Dragon because. You have Cyber Dragon, now you activate and let's say they span the field, you special summon that, take all their monsters, make Chimera Tech, go for game. I mean, and then Tanky.
Really,
I'm fine with that.
I don't see no problem with Tanky. Tanky was never really much of a threat card, even though it was semi-limited.
I think it's gonna get the next ban list, just knowing how people are playing Fire Fist now, and Fire Kings and. The reason why I got hit was because it was so splash, but you could throw it in. I remember people were throwing it in Bujins, people were throwing it in Constellars, people were throwing it in the other deck, Fire Fizz, Fire Kings.
Because most of those decks had Beast up in it for some reason. They had Beast Warrior.
Yeah, it has to be Beast Warrior.
Yep.
But I mean, Constellars don't run more than 2 because there's no point to run 3 because there's only like 1 Beast Warrior target that you could actually go for. Bujins, I could see them running 3, but I don't think they're going to now that they got more support.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're gonna run off of that.
They're probably gonna drop. I think they might drop it down to 1. I don't know because there's so much support out there now for Bujins. That's kind of like, what do I use? You got to find out the best deck. Maybe they run 3. I don't know. Maybe that's how it's gonna be. But then Fire Fist, 4X is probably gonna be pretty decent. But I don't think because I played them last format, and I did all right with the style I had. I had 3-4 build, but Strixie 4 Axis is going to be really good with 3 dragons, 3 Wolfbark. I'm surprised Wolfbark didn't get hit on the ban list.
That I really thought was going to get hit.
Semi-limited.
That was one of the cards.
Because I just found out that even if the card's special summon, you still get to activate its effect.
And that's messed up. So as soon as it even loses off the field, unless you negate its effect in general, it pretty much gets its monster off the back.
It's an instant for rank 4. But, I mean, it's gonna be. I don't see Fire Fist being. They're gonna be one of the top decks, but I don't see them being like a huge, like E-Dragons or. I don't think they're gonna take over the meta.
No, like I said, right now I'm looking at it right now. Grave Keepers are gonna seem like to me.
Judging by this ban list, I see
Grave Keepers, Mermails, Fire Fist,
zombies /
vampires.
I could see Constellars.
Definitely. Evil Swarm still ain't going nowhere, so that's gonna still be around. I want to say there was one more deck.
No, there's like 2 or 3 more decks.
I know Prophecies ain't hurt too bad, so I still say they ain't gonna be in there.
Good.
They still in the format.
Yeah. Trying to think. Oh, Cyber Dragons.
Yeah,
Cyber Dragons are gonna be pretty good.
When they're when the new support kicks in, then they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I mean, from my point of view, fans out there, I have to say this list has actually been one of the most legit lists they ever gave us right now. I mean, they actually somewhat balance out this system for us to use, not just the new stuff we've been getting, even old cards from back then. I mean, I had to rotate between new cards that we got now, and I actually jumped back to like first season wise of Yu-Gi-Oh cards just to kind of come up with new ideas to battle, duel, because everything, if we keep trying to follow everybody else's pattern, we're not going to come up, with new ideas. We're just going to keep copying someone else's that we probably see on YouTube, and you don't want to always copy someone else's idea off the bat.
I hate when people do that. I hate when people go and I don't even know what the word is, but
mimic.
Not mimic. It's like it's another word. It's a certain word that's like, oh yeah, it's like online decking or something like that.
Oh,
whatever. Okay. I watch videos to see what's all around, and I go, oh, that's a pretty good idea. So I test it out, but I mean, I don't go, oh, that's, you know what, I'm gonna get all those cards, I'm gonna get this deck, and all of a sudden you notice, oh, it's not my playstyle. Like, there's like so many, there's quite a few Firefist builds, there's quite a few Mermail builds. When I saw the Mermail builds, I was like, ooh, I could test this out, I could test this out. I tested everything out. I think I found a build that I like, but I mean, some people just go, oh, Aqua Spirit's so good, so they just throw in there 3 Aqua Spirits. It's like, dude, you don't even know what it's like. Now you're wasting the money to buy those cards. But I guess that's what Konami wants, but
yeah, I mean, I don't like that myself. I mean, like, I look at other people's deck profiles because it gives me more ideas for newer things I want to use. I mean, it could be from anything from the vampires.
Oh, I found the word net decking.
Huh?
Net decking.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Man, it's been a while since I heard that word.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, fans, this list is going to be something good. I'm hoping out there that we get to see some new competition coming out there. Something new, something pure at random, as far as I can care. Bring the challenge. Enjoy the list, because don't forget, it changes now 4 times a year since they change it every 3 months.
No, it's...
Yes, it is. It's every 3 months now. It's pretty much, you might as well say, by the season. Winter, spring, summer, fall. So
do you remember what the password is for the Paris?
We're recording, Dad.
What?
We're recording.
Do I see a sign here that says
I'm going to just go ahead and say, no, please. We just had a random moment there, but it's all good, nothing bad. But this is Team Mugen Duel, BlueStorm
Wind-up Grizzly.
Please like, subscribe for our videos, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.